Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Drew Lurvey of Linden Football. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So, wrapped up the first practices in the books. Probably should let everybody know today is August 13th at time of recording, or when this is being recorded. So, kind of go through like how it went for you.
Honestly, I think the team's in a really good spot, and personally, I feel like I'm playing the best that I've played, and my body feels good. I've been trying to take care of my body over the off season, working out in the weight room and just nutrition, making sure I'm keeping myself up, going to camps, and trying to get exposure. So I feel great.
Okay, remind everybody what position you play.
So on the offensive side, I play kind of a split in between running back and receiver. And on the defensive side, I play safety, and depending on what offensive scheme the opposing team is playing, sometimes I'll bump down to outside linebacker. So
So really just going through just all that because you're kind of everywhere. What is that like for just for you just to just kind of be everywhere on the field?
I've always liked to be a player, almost like Swiss Army knife, like Jabril Peppers. I grew up watching that guy, and he's been my idol. So I love playing all these positions, and it's a lot mentally to try to remember everything, but at the same time, I like to push myself to my limits. So I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot.
So going into, this season, I know obviously, you did get into the playoffs. Obviously not the way that you wanted to end last season, but obviously, obviously coming off, I know you were, coming off an injury last year as well, but what was, what is it like, this summer going to all these camps and, just going through all the practices and now being ready for this moment?
Honestly, it's crazy that it's gone by this fast. Like I still feel like I walked in and I was a freshman yesterday, but I think the overall experience over the whole off season with camps and meeting new teammates and the underclassmen coming up that are now juniors, I think it's great, and there's a bond there that because we've all grown up playing football with each other since the youth football days, and so I'm really excited to continue that and see where it gets us this season.
Okay. Um, let's go like, through this year. Can you believe that? I know it's, you're a senior this year, but what has it been like just to know that walking in, it's like, okay, this last time I'm doing this, last time I'm doing that, blah 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 blah. Blah. Do you think about that or no?
Yes, every day. Like yesterday, it was my first last official practice, which is
Yeah.
insane to me. Like that's just I can't believe it. So it's it's almost like it's sad, but at the same time, I'm really excited for this year to see what's gonna happen. Like I'm pumped for it. I'm pumped.
Yeah. Okay, to go through like this year, like, I know you play in a really, really tough league and with, with the Metro League and all that fun stuff. It just kind of, these first few games, and I don't know if you know this, but you're taking a pretty long road trip, the week one.
Yeah,
Um, so what's going through those first few weeks, what do you feel like you guys got to do to get the momentum going, to really to really get in the latter part of the season where, a lot of the tough teams you're gonna see later on.
yeah. I think for sure a big momentum booster is coming off strong with a big win week one because week two we have a massive game, and we've all that's been lingering in the back of our heads since last year. So I think winning those first two games will set the tone for the rest of the season, and I'm really excited for them. I actually wish I could put pads on right now, quite honestly, but
No, you have to wait till Friday to do that. Well, speaking of that, so there's a midnight practice that you guys are going to have later this week. beginning at 12 a.m. on Friday Eastern Standard Time. And what is that going to be like?
So, from what I've heard, like this year, we're gonna do more of like the fun stuff earlier on because people tend to leave, including the student body, in the middle of like the whole midnight practice before the fun stuff even happens. So, I think we're gonna do 7-on-7s, a little bit of scrimmages, and then we'll all get in a pile and kind of do a like 3-on-3 type drill where you have a or no, I think it's 2-on-2 where you have just a lineman, a running back, and then a defensive lineman and a linebacker all going against each other. So, and it's almost just pick who you want out there and then you'll play against the guy. So I think it'll be a great atmosphere and really hoping we get a lot of people out there, even though it's late at night. It's still summer, guys. So
Yeah.
enjoy it while we got it.
You know, Fleetwood Mac always said you can go your own way. So there you
Oh,
go.
yeah. There you go. Love the
Um,
reference there.
Sorry I had to say that. They also said don't stop thinking about tomorrow too. So um that was fun. Okay. Let's talk about this. How do you like let's get in your head a little bit, Drew. How do you mentally get ready for a game?
So, I mean, it all starts with day one. Like that Monday, we're all extremely focused on even the minor details. Going through Indy at practice, there's no side conversations. We're fully locked in, making sure that we're approaching every little detail to the max that we can. And it's also not only that, but studying the film of the other teams. Huddle's such a great thing because you can watch the other team's scheme, and a lot of people take it for granted and don't even use it, which annoys me. But like studying what they're going to do and how they play will help you so much that Friday night.
Yeah. Okay, so I must ask you, what's on Drew's playlist?
Oh, music wise,
Yeah.
I'm a big rock guy. I like the old school stuff. Metallica, AC/DC, Motley Crue. I'm a big rock guy. But, I also like Drake, Kendrick Lamar. I like the upbeat stuff too, but I've grown up around my father who is a big Metallica guy. So sitting in the car with him before games and youth football, listening to Enter Sandman and everything like that, it's kind of just built into my head now.
There are teams that walk out to enter Sandman and all that stuff.
I know.
So,
I'm excited for we're trying to put together a pretty good walkout playlist this year because last year we had it all screwed up for our first game. So
yeah.
trying to figure it out.
No wonder why the Fleetwood Mac references worked out. So, um, just to know that this is, I mentioned this before, like, going through this season, let me ask you this, like, what has been your best memory so far?
Like this year or just in general?
Not just in general.
Oh, honestly, I really like sophomore year was we had a like my class had a very rough freshman season. And I think like we won one game and it was combined with the JV team. So putting all that work in whenever Chad came in during the off season, really like we had we had something in our head and we were all worried about how this season was going to go. And coming out, we played Garden City at home and beating them. I think we beat them 49-0 or something crazy like that. And it just felt so good, especially for me because I had such a rough year. Like that first drive going in, scoring a touchdown, like it felt relieving almost because we finally won. We finally felt the feeling of like succeeding, and we didn't have that before.
Right.
So it felt great. And I think this year that our class has always kind of been looked down upon just because of that one season. And we're trying to not let that define us because our class has a lot of talent. And I think that we can do great things. And so we're trying to prove everyone wrong.
Yeah. All right. We need to get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
And there's only one. Let's ask you I think you'd be a good candidate to ask the famous, oh, let me pull them up. The famous 10 burning questions. Here we go. Okay, so do you feel like you can get more things done in the morning or at night?
I would say morning. I'm a morning guy. I like waking up early.
Okay. What is the hardest class you've ever taken?
Pre-calculus, for sure. That was an eye opener last year. So
Okay. What is a food you will never eat?
any kind of fish. I don't like fish. I can't do it.
Okay.
Scaly, it's just disgusting to me.
Okay. What's the biggest thing people don't understand about high school football?
The speed of it. A lot of people think that it's just like youth football calling plays, but it's not.
Okay. Okay. So this next one is just absolutely can be about anything. Um, what is the biggest thing on your bucket list right now?
I would say trying to go play college football somewhere. Honestly, that's been in my head since I was young. So having that opportunity would be pretty cool.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a procrastinator are you?
I'd say about a six. You know, with certain things I am, certain things I'm not. But
Okay.
I get it done. I get it done.
Okay. Rank your top five favorite foods.
Oh man, this is tough. So five, I'd probably go. I'd probably go like sushi. And I know that's weird from coming from a guy that just says he doesn't like fish because sometimes sushi has this stuff in there, but
Yeah.
it's like a certain kind. I don't know what it is. My mom gets it. Four, I'd probably go like ribs. Three, steak.
Yeah.
Two, oh man, this is a toss up. I really like chicken tenders, but I think that's got to be one because I love chicken tenders. But then just also, so two and one are kind of tied. Just a good burger and chicken tenders, like this, nothing beats it. Nothing beats it.
And I think the Shack's Chicken just opened up, I believe, today in Heartland. So
Oh, I might have to go give it a try then.
yeah, I know Linden is not too far away from Heartland.
Yeah,
So
it's really not. It's only like I think 15, 20 minutes maybe. So
yeah,
I'll have to get in my truck, scoot down there.
yeah. Um, let's see. Okay. What is the most proudest accomplishment you've ever had?
Like something that I've accomplished
Yes.
that I
Yep.
think is.
Yep.
I would say last year having the honor of being voted first team on both sides of the ball. I really, I didn't realize how big it was then, but now like it's like it made me feel really good knowing that other people notice.
Hmm. Okay. Um, let's see. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Hopefully, in the path towards a successful career in whatever I decide to go into. I'm not quite there yet, but
Undecided.
something along the construction, engineering, or architecture area. So
Okay. And if you could tell your younger self something, what would you tell young Drew?
take it all in. It goes by quick. Feel like I was that younger self 2 weeks ago. So that for sure take it all in. Enjoy the little things.
Okay. All right. Well, Drew, thank you so much for the time as always, and best of luck this season.
Of course, thank you.